All right. So you're wondering, how can I increase the successfulness? Is that a word? Successfulness of my brokerage? How can I increase the successfulness? The more success. What is that? I don't know what that's called. Of my team, of my real estate team, of my real estate brokerage, right? That's why you clicked on it? Absolutely it is. Or else you wouldn't have clicked on it. That's what the title says. So we're going to go over basically weekly accountability meetings. They're real simple, real simple. You start implementing this in your real estate brokerage, you start implementing this in your real estate team, and what is it called? The rising tide lifts all ships. Is that the saying? Rising tide lifts all ships. Look, you're in sales. You're in sales. You have a real estate brokerage. You have a real estate team that focuses on sales. If you focus on property management, this isn't necessarily, I guess it's something you could implement even in property management style, but I'm not sure. But for sales, I know this will help out. So first thing with your weekly meetings, there's going to be two different kinds that we talk about, but for both of them, you want to be positive on the meeting. You're literally there to help. You're literally there to praise one another, talk about accomplishments, etc., etc. So be positive. Don't be beating up people. If you do 4 meetings that are positive and there's some negative people in the meeting, that person might not be a good fit for your organization. They might not be a good fit for your organization if you're trying to implement these strategies that we're going to talk about right now. So have a weekly consistent day and time. So like Tuesdays at 11, have a weekly consistent day and time group sales call. Okay. You could do Zoom nowadays. You could do Zoom and just talk about 2 hurdles that you saw as a leader, as a real estate broker owner, and you saw as a real estate team leader, big issues that came up throughout your last week. You bring it to the table. And when you're talking with those agents that these items come up with, they'll feel good on the inside that you're using their example to help everyone learn from. So something that might come up during the real estate sales transaction is a roof repair needs negotiated. That comes up in the state of Oklahoma a lot, and just work through how that got negotiated. Or something came up along the lines of a customer failed to turn in earnest money. So the buyer literally lost the deal to another person because they didn't turn in earnest money. Talk about that. Talk about 2 huge things that came up that you and another one of the agents worked through to bring resolution, so that your whole brokerage, so that your whole team can benefit as a whole. Rising tide raises all ships. Okay, does that make sense? And then role play those. Okay, also role play them. So I should have put the other item as a role play. Okay, well, I just didn't click over. So talk about the 2 biggest items and then also role play them. Role play them. Get other person's opinions, guys. 2 heads are better than 1. I mean, come on. There's all sorts of sayings we can throw out during this, but role play how you went through it. Ask others how they would have handled it. Get some more ideas. And then also once a week, have a one-on-one accountability call with your agents. Like when they filled out their goal sheet, and if their goal was to bring in $250K a year in commission income, ask them where they're at. Ask them, are they making their dials? Ask them if they're holding their open houses. Ask them if they're putting out their content videos. Ask them if they're putting out their social media posts. Ask them where they're at. Have an accountability call. But remember, it's about positive. You do 4 positives in a row and it still ain't working out, then we either have to adjust expectations or have a hard heart to heart. After 4 weekly calls in a row, no change. Well, then we need to lower expectations, or we need to have a hard heart to heart. Everything's accomplishable with steps. Just do your action steps. Everything's accomplishable. Depending on the length of time that it takes is the amount of volume that you get put in. All right. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Barnett. I'm an agent over at XP Realty. I help agents like you, broker owners like you, team leaders like you, hopefully be more successful by watching this video out on the interweb and then implementing these ideas. I've been in the business 17 years now. I've personally closed over 615 deals, and my team of agents 1,500 deals. I haven't tracked that anymore since I last tracked it. But if you're part of the 30% of agents who are wondering, are there other brokerages out there that could put more money in my pocket, give me equity ownership opportunities, and provide a sort of passive stream of income through revenue share? The answer is yes, and it's eXp Realty. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you about your potential future at eXp Realty and how it can help you in your real estate business by keeping more of your hard-earned commissions, giving you ownership opportunities, and giving you a sort of passive stream of income through revenue share if you choose to take that option and take advantage of it. Okay, another thing the fifth thing I want to talk with you about today is do the biggest hurdles, whatever that specific agents, because remember, we just talked about one-on-one accountability. Role play their two biggest hurdles. Role playing with them. Take the role play a different direction. The more an agent knows what to say, when to say it, and how to say it, the better that agent's going to be. Am I right? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you believe that, because that's correct. The more prepared an agent is to handle objection with responses and how they say it and knowing when to say it, the more sales that agent will have. That's sales 101, knowing how to walk the customer through the sales cycle. And the sixth thing that you could do with your agents on that one-on-one goal, I need to do sub things. I know what I'm going to do next time so I don't get lost in the numbers, is when you're having that one-on-one call and you've role played their two biggest hurdles and you've gone over their accountability, then reassess their monthly goals and their annual goals. Reassess them, their monthly goals and their annual goals. And then, of course, if you do 4 weekly group calls, 4 one-on-one calls for a whole month, one every week, at the end of that month, you've got to have accountability. Okay, what penalty will there be if you don't accomplish this? What will be a deterrent to make you do it? If that's run a mile and a half, it could be something like that. It could be whoever doesn't hit their goals has to show up at the track Sunday morning and run a mile and a half with you as the broker leader. Look, it might suck for you too, but that's going to help hold you accountable to holding them accountable. Am I right? So have some sort of accountability and some sort of item that has to be accomplished that's a pain point if that accountability isn't reached. So I hope this was helpful. Be positive. Group calls, group role play, one-on-one calls, one-on-one role play. Discuss goals at the end of both of those meetings, at the week, at the month, at the whole brokerage call and the whole team call, and on the one-on-one calls. Go over monthly goals and annual goals, and then have accountability. You implement this into your real estate brokerage, into your real estate team, and you will see more sales. You will. Or at least you all get to run a mile and a half if that's what you choose to do as a penalty for not hitting your goals. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, I absolutely want to thank you for watching it and consider subscribing to the channel. I go over everything from real estate sales to real estate brokerage and team info to help their offices, to how eXp Realty is totally blowing away the numbers in the real estate game for agents, and how eXp Realty is obsessed with agent success. If you're part of the 30% of agents who might be wondering what else is out there, and if you're at the right place, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you about your potential future at eXp Realty and how eXp Realty is obsessed with your success. All right, guys. See you on the next video. Have a great day. And today's only Monday, so go get it, man. Go knock down 1,000 calls. Go knock down 1,000 calls. Prepare for the mega open house. Get out that content and just start publishing. And I'll see you guys on the next video.